You listen to Bad Bunny at all?
I don't.
Like the musical artist?
Not at all.
I was telling Savannah about Bad Bunny when I was in Guatemala this summer, and
Wasn't Bad Bunny in Guatemala like so popular?
oh, bro, Bad Bunny was playing everywhere, and I had only heard his song with Drake, MIA or Mia.
That's the only.
Yeah. I don't really know if you're supposed to pronounce it like Miami, like MIA, or if it's like Mia. You know, I don't know.
Wasn't it Mia? Right, copyrighted.
Mia,
Yeah, so
Mia. Yeah, so
it's not Miami. That's how you pronounce it.
You're right, but what if it's like a double entendre? You know, I think Bad Bunny's a pretty smart guy. I mean,
Because he doesn't speak
English.
English.
Yeah, I mean, actually though, when you look at his lyrics, like in English, they're so wildly just like meaningless.
I heard that. They're
Like I had this song that I fucking loved. It's called Ojitos Lindos, which means like pretty eyes, pretty little eyes or something like that. And I thought this was like the most beautiful ballad I've ever heard in my life. And then I look at the lyrics, and it is just like the most base, like kindergarten level writing.
Well, isn't that like any language? Because every
If you
translation is like
it's
the
fair.
dumbed down version.
Yeah.
So like you could say like I'm going to the store and like you translate that, it's probably like in
Yeah. Damn, bro. We're gonna leave that in there.
But in Spanish, it's like.
Yeah.
But in Spanish, it's like me going to the store.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I just feel like the translations are always the most basic.
Yeah. You know, Titi me pregunto.
I don't know.
VIP. Hey. Okay. Well,
I don't know any
anyways.
Spanish.
Okay. So basically, he has the song that is like wild. Like you for sure heard it in some arenas, and it's really good. But I'm trying to find the lyrics right now because when I actually heard it for the first time, like in English, the lyrics are, "Hey, Auntie asked me if I have a lot of girlfriends. A lot of girlfriends. Today I have one. Tomorrow I'll have another. Hey, but there's no wedding. There's no wedding, Auntie. I'm going to take them all to the VIP. To the VIP. Hey, say hi to Auntie. Let's take a selfie. Say cheese. Hey."
That's kind of hard.
Bro, it is kind of hard, but at the same time, I thought this shit was like crazy. Like I thought this man was rapping about like some
Talking about the meaning of life.
yeah, bro. No, he's just telling his literal aunt that he has a lot of girlfriends and that he's gonna take them to the VIP.
That's kind of tough, though.
Yeah.
I get why you think that.
It's just
It's like not cool.
yeah, no. It's not that it's not cool. It's that I think if Drake was like, "Yo, Auntie, I got girls that I'm taking to the VIP. Let's take a selfie. Say cheese." Like I just don't know if that was also the worst
let's be honest,
Drake
though, if Drake said
impression I could have possibly done.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That shit was ass.
But if Drake said it, it'd be hard because it's Drake.
I read this thing online after Drake dropped Scorpion in 2018. I read this thing online and it was like, I'm just tired of Drake's voice. He just sounds like khaki. Like the material / color khaki. Like that is what Drake's voice sounds like.
What do you think about that?
And I read that and I'm like, I don't disagree.
Still,
But I think that khaki is one of those things that's gonna be around forever.
it's timeless.
That's the thing. like it's not necessarily khaki in and of itself is not
Yeah.
a crazy ass material.
Like,
but you pair that with the right thing, which I think Drake has done a good job of constantly changing his style and constantly like being where everyone else is at.
Yeah.
But like continuing to push things forward in his own way. Like I just think
He's always relevant.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, do you know he pulls his name from Grammy nominations?
Okay, here's what I heard. I don't know if that's always been the case.
Really?
Has he
I
done
just
that for
heard
more
that.
than just this one
So
year?
he did that. Oh, I don't know. I just know that recently,
Yes.
like the dance album, he would have won.
Yes.
He would have won dance.
Right.
For sure.
So for Certified Lover Boy, him and Kanye's Donda, those two albums were up against each other, and he pulled out of it. And what I heard on Twitter, so a reputable source, was that was that Drake didn't want to lose a Grammy to Kanye because after they'd beefed for so long and then got back together, it wasn't worth it to him, supposedly, I haven't spoken to Drake personally about this. But what I've heard is that it wasn't worth it to him to lose to Kanye
Yeah.
and then have his name be below Kanye's after they both dropped 2 days apart or a week apart, whatever it was. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Or it does make sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense for him to do it to every album.
Yeah.
Unless it's a new, because now he's just like, I don't need that shit. I'm the GOAT.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's true. I think though, like,
screw your award.
with Honestly Nevermind, it was not his genre at all. And I think in a way, it wouldn't shock me if Drake didn't want to take away from the actual people who are making that music for a living, right? Because like in the same way that Kanye won every single Christian music award the year that he dropped
I didn't realize that.
Jesus is King. Yeah, the Dove Awards, bro. Big Christian music award ceremony.
You used to go to those, right?
I mean, I didn't go. Savannah used to go to those, actually.
But if someone passed you a ticket to that, you were going.
I mean, 5 years ago, absolutely, bro. I knew every single one of those artists, bro. I actually went to Christian music festivals a lot as a middle and high schooler.
When you were around that age, were you a big Lecrae guy?
Bro. I know people with the fucking 116 tattoo on their arm.
Is that a Lecrae thing?
That's like his like you know how like 21 Savage is like Slaughter Gang. that's Lecrae's equivalent.
Comparing Lecrae to 21 Savage.
it's the one. No. It's the 116 click.
Okay.
And
what does it mean?
And it stands for Romans 116.
Is that a good verse?
Which means like I will not be ashamed of the gospel which I preach. All that shit. And so
I love that you can just
bro, I got Bible verses up here. Revelation 4 shit. Revelation 3:16. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him. Bro.
Bar. No, yeah. But when I was a kid, when I was like young, like 6th, 7th grade probably, when I started like just messing around and watching YouTube music videos, I would I listened to Lecrae a little bit.
Bro.
Like his song Background.
That was the exact song that just came into my head. I was literally about to start singing that right now.
I could play the background. I used to bump.
I know. I can play the background. Because I know sometimes I get in the way.
Dude, we're going to get copyrighted.
So I want you to take the lead, bro.
So, but it's funny because at the same time, I was also listening to like old Lil Wayne. Like the worst. Like I feel like his old shit, it's like that's all Lil Wayne. But like.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
He was saying insane, the most out the
bro. He was like Kanye on Yeezus said a lot of crazy shit, but that was like nothing to what Wayne was doing. Like,
is he the most like vulgar rapper? But people are just like,
I think
it's chill because it's Wayne.
I think that yes, he is the most vulgar rapper, I would say, but I honestly think that it fits his delivery. Whereas you think of. In my opinion, The Weeknd is the most vulgar rapper because The Weeknd will be singing the most beautiful memory. The Weeknd will be singing the most beautiful melody, yeah. And then it'll be like, I fucked your pussy so bad that shit was bleeding, throbbing all over the like.
But you don't think about it.
He will just no. But for me, it's like jarring.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I miss you, I love you, I banged you so hard, your mother felt it, and I'm just like. It's just like this is like Boys Who Cry the musical.
Yeah, Clips. No, we gotta remember that. Someday we're making Boys Who Cry the musical,
bro. But like I think that The Weeknd has a way of just sowing the most utterly insane shit, and it was
most of the music is solely about sex, right?
Yeah, bro. But it's like, but yeah, and like I don't listen to him much either, but. Whenever I do, I'm always like, huh? I was like, what?
I wasn't really in the mood for
that.
Bro,
Selena Gomez broke this man, and he just fucking lost it.
I forgot that was a thing.
Bro, that album, My Dear Melancholy, it's got like 4 songs on it. I remember I was in Texas. I just landed in Texas my like sophomore year, and I was driving from Dallas down to Waco, and that was when he had dropped it. And I'm playing that shit on the drive down, and a girl had like just curved me. And I was like, bro, I was like in my feels and shit, bro. I was like, fuck Selena Gomez. like, bro, I felt Abel's pain, bro. I felt it.
Yeah, I can say I've probably only ever listened to a lot of Weeknd songs like once. And I'm like, nah. Like, it's just not my style.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
A lot of people love a lot. They're massive.
He's got a lot of
He's
fans.
massive.
Yeah.
I kind of look at them as a group. Are they a group?
Who's they? It's
Because
just
it's
him.
The Weeknd. I didn't know if it was.
Well, it's like I mean,
he uses like the same piano
that's
player.
fair. No, it's just him. Like he's the Weeknd. But I heard, yeah, it's actually true. Are there other?
It's kind of a tough name.
Yeah, I mean, like there's not like the.
What if you were just like the weekday?
The weekday. The Tuesday.
That was a dad joke.
Yeah, that was pretty tough, but I was gonna roll with it anyways.
So speaking of music, we went two-stepping.
We sure did. We sure did.
So the boys, and we had a few ladies with us.
We did.
A few of our friends were.
And a few other boys as well.
Yeah.
Inclusive.
We were in San Antonio.
Texas, baby.
We went to a dance hall on a Thursday night, on a Thursday.
Went to the honky tonk, as we say.
And so you went to Baylor.
I sure did, secondary.
You've been two-stepping. You've been line dancing.
I have.
You've done all the above.
I've dipped my toes in the water.
That was my first time.
It sure was.
The culture shock that I felt. Like, I'm like, people actually like this.
Bro, your face when we got out of the Uber and we saw inside, like, the bar.
Yeah, because the door was open.
Yeah.
For reference, like, the door was open, and you could just, like, we get out of the Uber, and you can just directly see what you're getting
And it
into.
was just lights and just cowboy hats, like, spinning on the dance floor.
That's exactly
And, bro, looking at your face, you're like, what? Like, what? This is real? you, Janae, and some of our other friends were all just like, this is a place like this actually exists, and we're actually about to walk into it. That was.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever seen Footloose, I felt like
I
felt like I was walking in. It was a
Yeah.
dance hall.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
walked into a dance hall.
Right.
You pay, what was it, $5?
$5.
Get in.
Yep. But the thing is, all the drinks are so cheap.
The drinks are cheap.
I got relatively intoxicated that night.
Yeah, I drank all night for like $35.
Bro, I left with like a $24 bill.
I bought some shots. So that means we probably had the same tab. I just had shots. Mine was still only $35.
That's the thing, bro. That's something that I liked about college and that I didn't like about college was that it was so cheap.
Oh, I miss it.
Well, actually, I didn't drink in college.
I was gonna say.
More my 6 months after college in Waco, it was just so easy to like drink and not feel as bad about it.
That's
it was so
like
cheap,
last week when I was telling you I went 3 nights a week.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean,
it was because I was spending $12 a night.
That's crazy.
For drinking all night.
That's crazy, bro. I remember being in Waco and this like cute little like artsy person bar opened up, and the cocktails were like $14 for like the nice ones. And I'm like, this shit's crazy. But this shit's expensive as fuck.
I'm sure the people in Waco didn't like that.
Bro. And then I moved to Detroit last year, and all there is to do in the winter is drink. And every cocktail bar is so expensive.
Yeah.
And I remember like I'd be spending like $40 a night on like 2.5 drinks, 2 drinks and like a snack. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't financially like keep this up. Like honestly, this isn't sustainable.
Drinking is like, you should, especially in a city like Detroit.
Yeah.
If you if you don't like beer, you're kind of screwed.
Oh, bro.
You can always go to a spot and get a beer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but like, at some of these like cocktail bars, a beer will run you like minimum 6 or 7.
Yeah, but I guess you don't always have to go to like those.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
But no, but 2-7 was lit.
Yeah. Back to 2-7.
It was my first time. Obviously.
Run me through. We walk in. What is going on in your head? Like, what are you observing? What to you feels so wildly different and so crazy?
Well, I was observing like just the fact that how people were moving on the dance floor was just so smooth.
Yeah, bro.
And like, just like exactly on beat.
Yep.
Of like a song that like is just a random country song.
Yep.
And people just like having a good ass time.
Yep.
Like I instantly fell in love with it in a way. Like typically I'm like, oh, like that ain't my culture. I kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like,
yeah.
There's a reason I don't go to dance halls.
Yeah, of course.
Now after going to one, I'm like, oh, like I would go to one all the time.
Bro.
These places, like people are having a good time.
Yep.
People are drinking cheap.
Yep.
And you get to meet people too, because like this is another thing I loved about it.
Yeah.
Is dancing, for the most part, is like strictly platonic in Texas.
Yep, exactly.
So like, If you're just with friends, it's like, oh, you go 2-step together. You
right.
Just,
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
You just chill out and you just dance.
That's the thing. That's the thing is that it's like, it's such a good place to meet people.
Yeah.
But it's also, sometimes the people you meet there are just like so weird outside of it. Like, I met people in Waco where they seem super sick we went to a spot called Melody Ranch. They seem so cool at Melody Ranch. But then you met them like outside of it. It's like, oh, like that is what you do. That is your life.
We definitely saw those people.
Oh, bro, 100%.
That dude that was that little dude that
dude. Bro, I went up to him.
He was like 5'4".
Well, I was on the way to the bar. I was a little buzzed. I'm like, dog, you're fucking crazy out there, dude. I'm with a bunch of people not from here. They fucking love you, dude. I'm like, keep that shit up. And he
that
goes,
was the highlight of his life.
Bro. And this man's just looking up at me. He's like, thanks.
You're not even exaggerating because he was that
bro, this man was tiny.
Like all the girls he was dancing with were all tall.
Yeah,
but
bro.
He was still leading the way.
He was fucking controlling it. He was holding it down. Like,
homie could dance.
Yeah.
And then one time he was doing 2 girls at once.
Yo, I don't like the way you said that.
he was dancing with 2 girls at once.
Bro.
He's like flipping.
Bro, I've never seen that. But really? Then also seeing how both of the women like knew what to do. Like,
it's like they were in sync too.
Yeah.
Impressive as hell.
Dude, I know. I ripped a nasty ass fart. And that shit stinks.
Right now?
Like a little while ago.
But the dance floor or
no. Like about a minute ago. Okay. Yeah. This is currently the only thing in my stomach outside of some peanut M&Ms from the flight. So yeah, I think it might be kind of fucking me up.
From the flight?
Yeah, from like 2 days ago. Bro, you didn't see this, but on the way off the flight, they had like 4 of those big ass bags out. So I grabbed another 2. And
of the M&M?
Yeah, like the big ass bags of the almond M&Ms, and I stuffed them up in my pockets. But I'm not gonna pass up free almond, like family size M&Ms, bro.
I don't like almonds. Yeah, no, these are big.
Bro, huge, bro.
I don't like almonds at all.
That's fair. I don't really like almonds, but when they're covered in chocolate. So my fiance moved in with me like a month ago, and
new roommate alert.
And for some reason, and like I've had roommates in the past, like I lived with my friend Trey last year for like 9 months. Like I had roommates in high school. I had a roommate my freshman year of college. I had roommates junior, senior year of college. Like I know how to operate with a roommate, but for some reason, being an adult and having a roommate and not being a student is just so wildly different.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I'm always like, it's become very apparent to me that she could kill me anytime she wants. I'm so vulnerable all the time. Like, bro, like, I'll be washing the dishes, and I'm like, what if she just fucking stabbed me in the neck?
Why do you have that? That's not where I thought this was going.
Bro, it's like, I wrote this down at like 4 a.m. the other night when I couldn't sleep. I wrote, something scary about living with someone else is that they could very literally murder me at any time. I've been afraid of like getting stabbed in my own home recently.
I've never had that.
And then I added a space and then said, do you listen to Bad Bunny? So I'm just ready with the prompts, you know? But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's just like it's not that someone's breaking in. It's that like, what if Savannah had like a psychotic break? Like, what if the city of Detroit just did that to her, you know? Because right now, bro, like
I would never think that ever.
It's just like, maybe I've listened to like too many murder podcasts lately.
You listen to a lot?
Not really. That was just kind of a figure of speech that I was hoping you'd kind of just roll with, but I've actually never listened to one. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe like when I shaved my face a few weeks ago, accidentally.
Yeah, you're looking normal again.
Thank you so much. I had people reach out to me after our first podcast and be like, where's the facial hair? You look like a fucking baby. And I'm like, bro, I'm doing my best. Yeah. Like, I really am.
Yeah, we can only have one person on this show that looks like a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
That's me.
So, bro. So, after I shaved, I felt like I had nothing going on, like, facially. So, I wore glasses to a game. And I had several members of our staff come up to me and go like, hey, bro, you look a lot like Jeffrey Dahmer right now. And I was just like, oh, okay, thanks. That's great.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you know, exactly. And so maybe like I've just had like murder on my mind. Like I'm
YNW Melly.
Yeah. I was about to say
Free the Man.
I was about to say YMA.
Wait, did he die or is he in prison?
I'm pretty sure he's in prison.
We're gonna fact check that.
Yeah.
I love Murder on My Mind, bro. Keep going.
Have you heard the clean version of Murder on My Mind?
What is it?
It's Mischief on My Mind. He released another version for the radio called Mischief on My Mind, and that shit is hilarious. It's like, wake up in the morning, I got mischief on my mind. and he doesn't say AK-47, Mac 11, Glocks, and 9. He says like something else.
Yeah, he's in prison. Confirmed. Not dead.
Okay.
Free him.
Yeah, but yeah, like, hold on. I need to read you the lyrics of this like clean version because it's so funny. Mischief on my mind. Okay, it's great.
Love a good radio edit.
Okay. Wake up in the morning, I got mischief on my mind. Mm-hmm. Jumping over fences, trying to dodge police and 9. And all these playa haters jocking, trying to knock me off my grind.
I hate those playa
haters.
But
I hate those playa haters. But I can't let them do it. I got mischief on my mind. Yellow tape around his body, it's a freaking homicide. His face is on a t-shirt and his family traumatized. I didn't even mean to hurt him. He just caught me by surprise.
Bar.
I reloaded my blank, cocked it back, and blanked him twice. And yeah, and I remember when I was at Baylor, I would fucking play that like crazy, bro.
You were a big mischief.
Bro, I was a big mischief on my mind, bro. Big mischief on my mind guy. But yeah, I think it's so funny how, like, as an artist, would you ever change something that you made in authenticity to make it more like consumable to the masses?
I have to do that every single day.
That's very fair.
Shout out to my 9x16 from my fellow video editors out there. Bring back 16x9. 9x16.
Bro,
you are terrible.
I'll be honest. I kind of like 9x16 in a way because I think it's in the same way with everything. Like, if you can figure out how to make shit bang within certain parameters, it's gonna like really stand out.
No, but I'm saying I agree.
Yeah,
and I think there's
yeah.
If the thing is like I'm talking making a video and then having to make it 9x16. If I know I'm making a video, and I know it's gonna be 9x16,
totally different,
completely different.
Of course,
then it's But it's the thing of just like trying to make it what it's not, basically, because there's two. I love movies. Like I grew up loving movies. That's why I do, video.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like 16x9 to me. It's like, oh, that shit looks like a movie.
Yeah,
like that shit's tough. So, no.
Yeah.
But I have to do it every day.
I've been kind of in a 4x3 lately.
You are.
Yeah.
Your first YouTube video is 4x3.
It is.
Go like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe at Yash Martin. I don't know if it's Yash or Ayash yet. I'm still trying to decide how to pronounce it.
I think you just roll with Josh. But
that's the thing.
Let it be like a...
Yeah. Because it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek, like, haha, like, the I looks like J, but it's not. And also, my name is Josh Martin, so finding a username that is cool and aesthetic is impossible. I used to be joshmartin.jpg, which was fun, but I felt like I need to kind of, like, graduate out of that.
I had a phase where I did that,
Yeah. And so now, ironically, I made my personal Instagram, joshuamartin.pdf.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, which I think is kind of funny. I was thinking about making it joshuamartin.raw for a while, but I didn't think people would get that.
I think the only thing is, like, so I made my personal recently.
Yeah.
Like, completely separate.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't want to put my last name in it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I got some of our staff with blue checks following my personal account. We can bleep this out.
That was a name drop.
We can bleep this out, but follows my account and is very active on it. And that makes me kind of uncomfortable.
Why? He's cool.
Oh yeah, no, sick ass dude. I think it's just like
let's get him on the pod. He's an NBA legend.
What was it like winning a championship in Miami with LeBron? No, but
yeah.
But
now I'm like, let's get him on.
It's like, wait a minute. You know who I really want on this podcast? I want the Detroit Urban Survival, whatever.
No.
Detroit Dust. I want
his office is right there.
Is it actually?
You can almost see it from my window.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro.
Now people definitely gonna know where I live because they can look up his office.
Bro, I I took a photo of him before one of our games, and I was like, "What's up, bro? I'm Josh. Like I'm blank 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 for blank blank blank." I just censored myself. That's kind of crazy, bro. I'm with it. I'm like, "Could I take your photo?" He's like, "Yeah, man, of course." And then,
of course. It's a thumbnail.
and I remember I took his photo, and then I always like to like look out the camera after, and be like, "Thanks." And this man still had the post looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Thanks." He goes, "Absolutely." I'm like, "Okay."
Do you think that man? What's his name again?
No idea.
Okay. Well, if you don't know who we're talking about, Detroit Urban Survival.
Yeah.
On
He goes
TikTok or
by
something.
Detroit Dust. D.U.S.
But okay, so this, do you think he ever leaves character? Because like I've seen him just like in passing.
Yeah.
Through like in the facility.
Yeah.
Just like at different events.
He's in the outfit every time.
And he's always in the outfit.
Always in the fit.
Always has the Hummer or the Jeep.
Does he actually?
He has a Hummer and a Jeep.
Damn.
It sits right down there.
Really?
And he's always walking around like this. Or he's just like has this look on his face. He does this like look with his eye.
Bro, it's like the Rock meme where it's like...
It is the Rock. He does the Rock face where he does the eyebrows.
Like the vine boom.
Yeah. No, but that dude cracks me up.
Bro, so funny. Like, he's so funny. Some of the characters we got at games is just hilarious. Because like I'm seeing people that like I've like seen for my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jalen Rose and like Flava Flav and like
I like the TikTokers that like come
Bro,
because I'm like these people are real. Like that one girl, that Kat Strickler.
I don't think I know who that is.
She's like she had like a very public breakup. She's like she would dance.
Oh
she
yeah,
would
bro.
Act like her mom on TikTok.
Yes.
And she pulled up and sat courtside.
Her and her ex-husband used to do those like talking to my wife like she talks to me for a day or something like that, right?
And then now she like she reenacts like her mom. Her Latino
yes.
But she's hilarious.
Yeah, bro, she's funny as hell.
Come on the pod, Kat.
Come on, Kat.
Come on. But yeah, no, I like seeing people like that. Like people who are like obviously seeing like an A-list. I guess is cool. But people who are just like kind of normal.
It's like
Brew on the radio, bro. When you're in Detroit next,
bro. I met Frankie. I don't know his last name. The dude with the big ass.
You met Frankie?
I met him in Vegas. I was walking from our hotel. I was walking through the Cosmo. I was going somewhere, and for literally weeks, my friends and I had been making jokes about him because I have this really long running bit that I have a huge ass, even though I don't. And I think it came out of insecurity initially because like I couldn't sit down on a surface for more than 20 minutes without hurting like my butt, you know. But I had this really long running joke with some friends how like my ass is bigger than his or whatever, and like we would always share his videos, be like, "How is it so huge?" Like all that shit.
Is his ass real?
No, it's 100% prosthetic.
That was
No.
a dumb question.
It's not prosthetic.
Does he just put like balloons in his ass?
Yeah, it's like a thing he like puts on.
It looks so fake, but it also looks kind of.
My theory is that he's got it built into a certain pair of shorts because he's always wearing the same pair of khaki shorts or khaki pants. But anyways, bro, he turns the corner. I meet him, and I'm like, "Frankie, bro, huge fan of your work. Can I take a selfie?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, okay. And his friends just like recording it the whole time. And then later that day, we play a game, and after the game, one of our coaches introduces me to Damian Lillard. I'm like, "Oh, it's good, Dame. Like, how you doing?"
Name drop.
And then that night, I'm sitting in my room, and I'm like, I was so much more excited to meet Frankie than I was Dame. I've watched Dame play my whole life. I watched Game 6 against the Thunder, bro. Right? It was the Thunder? Yeah. It was the Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Melo Thunder. I think that man is unreal. But when I met Frankie, bro, I was like, bro, I'm such a fan.
Why do you think that was? Because I feel like I'd be the same way.
I think it's that these big personalities are just like big personalities. And like we see them all the time. Yeah. But when you meet someone who's like a niche, like micro celebrity, I think there's more of a sense of like being bought in. Mm-hmm. Of like they're not some abstract figure.
You feel like you know them.
That's the thing. They're someone who has presented their like rawness because they've had to in order to get where they are. Mm-hmm. and they presented like, you know, this sort of like they've created a small niche community that you got to know. In the same way that last time we talked about like how like when you make a really niche internet
joke,
and no one gets it, like it's that same feeling but the opposite of like, bro, like I love you, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think also is like, I know like he doesn't have a podcast, but if you listen to somebody's podcast, like having somebody directly in your ears is a very intimate experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So you also kind of feel like you know that
for
person.
Sure.
Like
for
we were
sure.
talking about,
yeah.
we were talking like last week. Remember when I was like, when I edit a video and I have somebody mic'd up, and like if I'm covering an event, like editing their footage of them being mic'd up is like, I feel like I know them after that.
Right. For
exactly. Some reason.
Exactly.
Like when I hear them talk every time after that, I'm like, oh,
it's like, oh, it's my guy.
That's my homie.
Yeah, bro.
I've never even talked to him.
But yeah, like you really do feel a certain connection. It's like, it's almost as intimate as like pillow talking, you know? Like
low key.
Like you got a homie in your ear. That kind of means something, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, and to some people, we're the homie in their ear right now.
Yeah. Shout out y'all.
Hey. We should do some ASMR.
And that's it for our ASMR session.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much.
I've been watching Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Lately.
Yeah, I've heard.
Okay. And there's a point I want to make about it.
All right.
Could you imagine living? Okay, so Seinfeld is about somebody like basically in his daily life.
Yeah, right.
And like, you know, it's a whole episode. It takes place basically like one night of Seinfeld's life, or maybe 2 days.
Right.
And like, I can't imagine how tiring it would be to, like, imagine if you acted like Seinfeld in real life as he did on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he acts is so like tiring. Like when I think about, I go through my daily life.
What do you mean?
Like when I go through my life, like I am just like kind of just like strolling to one thing, to the next. But like the way they talk to each other, like they're so animated. How'd you do it? They're all like, you know, they're so crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what if you were actually like that in real life?
Yeah, bro, you just haven't spent significant time in New York or on Long Island or in New Jersey, because that's
probably a good.
That is just like one of these days you'll meet my father and you'll understand. My dad's friend.
So you're saying people actually are like that?
Okay, so what's Costanza? What's his first name in the show?
Jeff?
No. Bald head, he's shorter.
Oh,
what's his name? What's
Craig?
his name? No, it's not Greg.
Craig.
No, it's not Craig. It's
He's hilarious. Also, the show is so relatable.
Like, what's his like name in the TV show?
George
Costanza. Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Craig. Yeah, so George Costanza.
I said George first.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll run it back. We'll have to.
Okay, that's my bad.
I think I said George
so
first.
basically, my dad grew up with Mike Costanza, who was the guy the character was based on. George's character was based off of Mike Costanza, yes, who was a college roommate of one of the writers for Seinfeld.
That's insane.
And so, granted, this is just what my father's told me. And my dad's also a conservative Republican. So, it's very susceptible to fake news. But Mike Costanza, my dad's friend, is apparently like the exact same person as George. Well, no, I guess the other way. Mike Costanza is the real guy. But George
is just like Mike Costanza.
Yeah, exactly. So like those people actually exist. And bro, like it's wild because that's just like how life is out there.
I guess. Well,
obviously it's dramatized. Obviously. Yeah. But New Yorkers and people from New Jersey and Long Island, like
they're animated.
That whole area, bro. Yeah. It's the Italian. It's like
I love it. I'm addicted to it. I love the show.
I'm addicted to those Italians.
No, I'm addicted to the show. And the Italians. No, pause. Pause. Huh? And no, I actually like I'm in on the hype. I know I'm like 20, 30 probably years late.
Yeah.
Seinfeld is a fucking goated show.
Oh yeah, bro, so good. It's so good.
It's so relatable.
Yeah.
Like I watched an episode recently where he goes down to his parents' house in Florida.
Yeah.
And he brings Elaine, who's like
Yeah.
not his
Yeah,
girlfriend,
yeah,
but
yeah,
his
right,
girlfriend.
right.
Like,
Right, exactly.
and I was just down in Florida with my girl and her parents, and it's like the jokes made in the show. It's like very like, oh, like I've been in that moment before.
Yeah.
Like the writers write it so like relatable. And I'm like, yeah, that was like me a month ago.
Yeah. That's funny. I think like there's for sure something to be said about like shows that can take very mundane situations and like shine a light on like how funny these situations actually are. Like The Office did that well. Obviously, like you put a bunch of crazy ass characters in one office, like, you know, it's gonna be funny. But I think The Office was such a hit because you have these people who are like relatable. Like they made Jim and Pam like the two like relatable like normal people in the office,
Right.
and it was like, and then combining a love story between them, like that. Shows like that just do such a good job of like making life feel like sillier. Like the amount of people who made it a part of their personality to do like the gym stare, you know, like when something was like weird and they just like look off to a camera, and it's like, bro, like that's some white millennial shit right there. Like
It
like
really is,
that is some straight up white millennial shit. But
those people have hella halls at TJ Maxx.
bro,
Shout out TJ Maxx, bro.
shout out TJ Maxx. Oh God. But yeah, like I think there's something so interesting about shows like that.
No, people like I've been obsessed with lately, like the writers of shows, like how they, not like who they are, not that deep, but like just like how the hell do they think of these situations? It's all
crazy,
like personal experience,
yeah,
and also just like kind of just thinking, like brainstorming a bit. Like I watched a video, it might have been a Danny Gevirtz video, where he was talking about how he wrote his movie. And he was like, honestly, like if you need inspiration, just like take a side character from a movie and just kind of write their backstory.
Interesting.
And it's like, so I went to a donut shop recently. Okay, so this is actually, I was going to talk about this. The night we got in from San Antonio, we got in at like 4 a.m. And I couldn't sleep. So I wake up, like I'm still up. It's like 6. The sun was like about to come out, whatever. So I go to this donut shop. I'm like, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, right.
So I walk in this donut shop, and I'm like definitely like not all there. Like, and I'm just this young lady behind the register. She's probably our age.
Okay, yeah.
And I get in the car. I'm like, that was such a weird interaction, and I can't tell if I was weird or she was weird. And I get in my car, and I'm just like, I was just thinking of a backstory of her whole life for my head.
Like, bro, I bet she's struggling, honestly. Like,
she just kept looking at me weird, but I couldn't tell if I was being weird or she just was weird.
She's really sexy, bro.
I'm also kind of weird.
Yeah,
so.
but sexy.
But yeah, that.
Bro, I was driving over here actually, and like I was in a bit of a daze, just because like I woke up today at like 3 p.m. Off the back-to-backs, and I had plans to get coffee with some dude at like 10 a.m. and he was gonna give me a sweater, and I was excited because he seems like a cool guy too. But like I was driving over, no food in my body, right? And I'm just like locked in on the road. My phone wasn't connecting to Spotify, so I had nothing to do but literally just think on the 20-minute drive from my apartment to here. Oh, so good, so good. But I'm thinking, and I'm like, what makes an interaction like objectively weird to one person? Like, how can one person be in an interaction and be like, oh, this other person's being weird as hell? Because for me, half the time I'm like, shit, like I gotta carry this conversation.
You are that person.
Like I always automatically put the burden on myself unless the other person is giving me more energy. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, like it's on them. I'm just chilling. But like the whole social dynamic of that is always so interesting to me.
I think I know what makes it weird.
Yeah.
Is the other person's body language. Which is probably like a simple answer. Like there's probably gonna be like a psychologist out there like,
of course.
No, but I think it is like how people are like standing even.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, that's fair.
You can kind of tell if somebody's comfortable talking to you. So that'll make it weird.
Yeah. That's true, honestly. That's very true. Is there a way like cuz I feel like I kind of grew up like at a boarding school, right? And so like the people who I found myself like mimicking were like my teachers and like other kids I like went to school with. So where like I felt like I had developed an entirely new personality just like based off of my friends.
That's normal
throughout high school. Yeah, I know, but I felt like I was really aware of it the whole time. Like I remember I would like try things. Or be like, oh, like this person does that. I've never tried that before. Let me try it. Like just like asking questions like to people that I wouldn't normally ask.
Yeah.
And it's like how does one go about controlling their body language to feel comfortable even when they're not? Like stuff like that is what makes the difference in people who like can like rise up like a corporate ladder, for example.
Yeah.
Like
people that are really good in awkward
Bro,
situations.
that shit is elite.
Make people feel comfortable.
Like if you can be, I was on the phone with a friend last night. He's like, yeah, like I was just vibe curating at this party. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like
that sounds so sick.
No, I know, but he's in Miami and shit, and like he was with all these influencers, and he was just like, yeah, bro, like I was just kind of vibe curating for all the influencers. Like Flo Rida was there, and like all these other people, and he's like, I was just kind of like, I was just like being the party, and I'm like, bro, like how do you just do that with like random ass people? Like that to me is such an undervalued thing, because like you ever go to a party? Bless you. Oh, there it is. Bless you. You ever go to a party? The first like 2 hours is just like lame as fuck.
Yeah, that's why people drink.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I didn't really do that in college. So like we all had to learn how to be like social and fun.
Good for y'all though.
Yeah, they know exactly. But it's always been a mystery to me. Like, how do you make a bunch of random ass people who you don't know feel comfortable and able to like step out of themselves? Because I'm such a big guy of like for me to get to know someone, I want to sit down with them and like talk to them. Like I want to like hear about what they're passionate about. Like I want to listen to them first. But those like intro questions can also be so like weird and like for people like I was talking to this guy and he was at a party with K Trinata who was DJing and there were a bunch of other people who were with him and he was like, yeah, like one of my friends was trying to connect with him and asked him, how did you get here? And then K Trinata just told him like, there's a video on YouTube about it. Damn. Because it's like, bro, like if you're someone like K Trinata and you're playing like all these events, and you got random ass white kids talking to you all the time, you don't want to explain your life story to everyone when you're trying to vibe, you know? And it's like, how do you just like get past that point with people?
That's just being good at small talk.
Yeah, bro. I fucking suck at small talk.
You're way better than
bro. Your first day, I was like, what's up, bro? Like, how you doing? I was like, so how you like in Detroit?
And I'm like, I just moved here a day ago.
Okay. And I'm like, well, if you need any help, let me know, bro. Bro, like small talk stresses me out.
Yeah. I'm the same way. And like I'm the same way where I like to have like just real conversations.
Yeah.
Like I'm shit at small talk.
Yeah, bro, same.
And I was kind of talking to someone, who was I talking to? I was talking to someone recently about networking.
Yeah.
And like how, I might do it, or if I talk to other people that do what I do.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, yeah, sometimes like if it comes to me, but like, one, I'm like awkward. I feel awkward, so I don't do it.
Right.
Two, like, I try to this is gonna sound super like simple, but like, if I want to network with somebody, I hope that like they just see my work.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like I see somebody I want to work with.
I
kind of just want my work to like talk first.
I know.
I don't want to have to do the talk.
No, exactly. Bro, but that like it's hard because when you're at like this stage and this level, like it's always nice when people know my work. That always makes me feel really good. Yeah. I'm like, all right, like I can talk from a platform of like you see what I do and you get it. But communicating with like athletes and like players who don't really give a shit about it, it's like how do I still
that's a good point.
How do I then add the personality and context to my work that makes you like it? I think in the same way where like you see a player on the court, you don't really like him, but then you see a video of them like being goofy, you're like, oh, haha, that's relatable, and then you really like that player.
Well, I think that's exactly what it is. I don't think it's about your job at all. Yeah. Like, if you want to connect with somebody, or just be friends, right? Like, it's just about talking to them instead of maybe asking them what they do. Let's say it's a completely new person.
Imagine going up to one of our players being like, So what do you do?
No. But like, let's say it's not a player.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
let's say just like someone random, but like they're notable.
Yeah.
Where it's like instead of asking them what they do, it's like, what do you like to do?
Right.
I don't know if that would change it.
Yeah, bro.
Or not, because like I might answer that like, oh, I like to golf or some shit. Like I might not answer anything about videos.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
true.
But yeah, I think it's ultimately. Was that DJ? What was his name?
DJ Khaled. Oh, Kate Renata.
Yeah. So it's like however that person could like talk to them.
Yeah.
And get in with them a little bit, and then have like good conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, bro, so it's gonna sound so fucking douchey. I have invites in my email to the Louis V show, to the Givenchy show, to Issey Miyake, and to Comme des Garçons for the runway show in fucking Paris, which I'm hyped about.
Damn, bro.
And all I can think about is like, all right, how am I gonna use my position being there to maximize my network potential? You know? And that sounds so wildly shitty. And I hear myself through this.
Make friends.
Yeah, no,
scientifically.
No, but there's something about like, how can I take advantage of the fact that I'm in this room when I don't feel like I belong?
No, for sure.
You know? Like I discovered like fashion this past summer. Like that's when I got into it. And so now to be at these shows is like insane. Like I sat down and watched Louis V's entire runway show on my couch like months ago. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And like the fact that I might actually be sitting there like next to like Salehi Bembury and like Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I'm like obviously not gonna be sitting next to them, but like
in the same room.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is insane to me. And like how I hit a point of deep depression last March where I felt like I wasn't capable of communicating with other human beings. And so I bought a bunch of self-help books.
I was actually going to talk about self-help.
Yeah, bro. I saw the War of Art over there.
I have hella self-help books.
And that was one of them. I didn't really like that one though.
See, I don't think it's a self-help book.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a lot of like boomer wisdom of like resistance is everywhere. You have to overcome resistance. I also was listening to it on an audiobook like in the woods, so I was probably like really.
There's parts I like about it. There's parts I don't like about it. But that's every book.
That's fair. I gotta pee really fast. We're just gonna cut that.
Okay, no. So I've been doing something pretty wild lately.
Yeah.
We'll just change subjects.
I bet.
So I've been doing something pretty wild.
Yeah.
So I have shorter hair.
You do.
Like not short hair, but shorter hair.
Yeah.
And I get like bad neck hair.
Okay.
Not bad neck hair. I just get like normal neck hair, but I like to look like the back of my head is cleaned up. Okay. So I could go get a neck trim.
Is this an ad read?
No.
You're just sneaking in here.
So
that's why I use Harry's.
So shout out Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Are we still recording? Yeah. No, so I've been doing this thing where I just lift up the back of my like real hair.
Okay.
And I just shave.
Okay.
And I have no way. I don't have like 2 mirrors, so I have no way to look at what it looks like.
What?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So
I know. I'm more just like concerned.
I know. So I don't know if it ever looks good or looks like shit.
Okay.
Like it's kind of wild.
Okay.
That's all I have.
You're just doing that shit?
Like every other day,
bro. What? What if you like cut off a whole chunk of your hair?
So, but like I lift up my real hair.
Right, but I'm saying like what if you still get like at the base of it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is that not horrifying to you?
It does.
Bro, why do you do that every other day?
Because I like to look like presentable.
Why don't you buy another, bro?
Okay. I could probably just buy like a hand mirror.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Wouldn't be that hard to buy a hand mirror, but also to your point of I want to look presentable, you could fuck yourself up with that. Like I think the odds of it being clean and looking good versus the extreme detrimental consequences physically of fucking just like bro, I mean like I respect you. That's ballsy. Yeah. I
had a barber once tell me that like to do that.
Really?
And he's like, yeah, you won't mess anything up if you lift up your hair. All the hair under it doesn't matter. And I'm like,
interesting.
Because like I don't have like you have like a hairline because your hair is short at the bottom. Yeah, right. Like my hair like kind of.
It kind of falls over. Okay.
But
I see that. I see that, bro.
That's some shit I've been dealing with lately.
That's ballsy, bro. I gotta say, I respect it.
Yeah,
I really do.
I appreciate it.
I really do. Oh my god. Any pop culture shit you've been consuming lately?
So I have a follow up to our last podcast, actually.
Okay.
A hilarious follow up.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So at the point that for those watching, you may have noticed there was a lady that walked into our hotel room.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
It was within like 15 minutes to start.
Right.
And the interaction was hilarious.
Right.
I realized that it was just them coming around for nightly service, which I didn't know was a thing.
What does that mean?
You don't know what nightly service is?
No.
So apparently, Taylor told me this.
Okay.
So apparently, like nice hotels.
Yeah.
Nightly service, they come around at like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
And see if you need towels, water, ice, because they get everything for you instead of other hotels where like you have to go get your ice.
Right.
So it was just nightly service.
Bro.
So it was completely normal.
Huh.
We just like idiots.
I've never experienced that in my life.
Yeah.
Never have I experienced nightly service.
And the funny thing is I got it the next hotel we were at, or I got it in Philly a couple nights ago.
Really interesting.
And I knew, like, and then homie hooked me up with an iron board.
Oh.
Because I thought at that point we were still going to a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was stressed out because I had a T-shirt. It was a nice tee, so I would have looked fine.
Yeah.
But it needed iron.
Right.
As I'm about to walk out to go down to the front desk and ask for an ironing board, homie's knocking on my door for nightly service, and I'm like, "Hey man, any chance you got a steamer or an ironing board?"
Yeah.
He's like, "There's not one in your room," and I'm like.
Yeah, but there wasn't one of mine either because I was trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, there's not one. And he's like, I'm going to go get you one.
Wow.
I'm like, damn. Shout out Nightly Service.
That's some service right there, my dog.
Yeah,
Shit.
so just follow up. That is, it's no longer a mystery. we figured out why that lady was knocking on me.
This is so funny. Yeah, do you ever like feel bad when someone knocks on your door to like offer you something and you're like, no, I'm good? Because like I always feel this like
in real life or like at a hotel?
Like at a hotel. Not like at your apartment. Do you have people knocking on your door offering you things? I bet. I was like, where do you live, bro? But yeah, no, like when someone knocks on my door at a hotel room and they're like, hello, Mr. Barton, like, how can we help you? Like, is there anything you need? And I'm like, no. I always feel like I'm disappointing them. So sometimes I'm just like, yeah, can I just get a bottle of water? They're like, oh, of course. I don't really drink it often, but I just kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
Except
they're just trying to do their job.
Yeah, except when we're at the hotel with the Margiela soap. Yeah. In that case, bro, I'm like,
we got hooked.
Yeah, bro, can I get some more soap? Actually, they're like, oh, like the bottle. I'm like, no, the bars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As many as you got, actually.
Bro.
If the power goes out tonight, I might run out of soap.
I was telling someone about that. So we're at a hotel in San Francisco.
There was a storm that a lot of people thought we were going to lose power that night.
Yes.
Which we didn't no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were leaving, when I was at the game.
Yeah.
One of the Warriors content people I was sitting next to, they were like, I don't think y'all's flight going to get out tonight. Like, it's really bad out there.
Damn.
I'm like, oh, there's a storm?
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just raining.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to the weather when I'm across the country.
Yeah, right, exactly. I just kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Just kind of out here, you know?
Just kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, you're like, power goes out. I need soap.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta be ready for this.
So are you gonna resell that soap?
Okay, so basically, at this hotel in San Francisco, they gave us Margiela soap, and Margiela is a very, very respected label in high fashion. They've been around for a while. They're a classic sort of staple in fashion. And so when I saw that we had Margiela branded soap in our hotel room, I immediately was like, how much is this reselling for? And the first thing I found was Grailed, and someone had listed that exact bar of soap for $530. And it said, very rare, Mason Margiela replica Brooklyn Jazz Club soap bar, X ounces, $530. And I was like, shit, I'm going to stockpile this soap.
At this moment, you called the front desk.
And so immediately I text everyone in that hotel with us. I'm like, yo, soap is worth money. Like, I sent them the screenshot.
Meanwhile, my shit's open. I'm just
exactly. You're scrubbing your ass with that shit. You're like, yeah,
Margiela, who?
I smell like a jazz club down there. No, but so I call the front desk. I have more soap delivered. I do this every day we're there. I'm telling someone about it, and then they look it up on their phone. They're on some different search engine. I don't know what they were on.
Bing or something.
It wasn't Safari. It wasn't Google. It might have been like Firefox. Not playing.
Nobody uses Bing no more.
Yeah, bro. Remember Bing had like those like really strong like advertisement campaigns of like if you're looking for something and like they would Google it and they'd Bing it and like they'd be like, Bing had it in too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all the same.
It didn't work. But yeah, like
Shout out Bing, sponsor the pod.
shout out Bing. Pull up on us, Bing. But yeah, so I basically I had all this soap. I had 12 bars of soap in my bag. And one of our security guards gave me another bar of soap as like I heard you like these. I'm like, thank you. It was really sweet, you know? But basically,
now you're rocking 13.
Yeah, so now I got hella soap. And I found out someone else looked it up on their phone. And no, they looked it up on eBay. Someone else went on eBay and found this exact bar of soap listed for $5.
Yeah, I mean, that's more like it.
I'm like, damn.
I mean, 13 times 5, that's what, like, that's $70?
Yeah,
65?
65. So hypothetically, I could profit a little bit off some soap, but I wonder also if posting something on Grailed versus posting something on eBay. The people who want the brand names and the hype are not going to go to eBay necessarily to find it as much as they're going to go to Grailed. Because Grailed has created...
What if you put 13? You can get all 13 for like $500. That's still $500.
That's true, actually. That's not a bad idea. I might actually run with that. That might work.
It's worth a shot.
It is worth a shot. Yeah. I'm a do that.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna post that and be like, bundle, like limited edition, ultra rare. Yeah. Yeah, I think that could work.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
It's making money, bro.
I got some paid social content coming up soon. And it's weird because I've never sold my image to a company. Mm-hmm. And it feels weird for me to sell my image because I don't really have that many followers.
You're an influencer, bro.
Yeah, but I'm an influencer for a brand that used to be... No, I can't say that because it would fuck me up if they ever heard that. But selling my image online is so weird to me because how do you even price that? Like, how do I say...
I think there's technically a website that you can. You'd
Really?
probably, no offense, you'd be worth like 15.
Oh, yeah, like nothing. Because, like, you know... But it's also, like, the potential of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, working where I work and having the platform potential that I have, like, shoot, like, an investment in my image right now could pay great dividends.
They're investing in your future.
No, exactly.
You're like a stock.
Yo, straight up. I'm like Bitcoin and FTX early on, you know?
FTX is now shit.
Yeah, exactly. But
Boys Who Cry is Bitcoin.
maybe I'll be shit. Who knows, dog?
You are the shit, bro.
Oh, God. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, that's episode 2.
No, but yeah, like I just don't know how to price it. Like, and so like they offered me a price and I just accepted it because I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I'm just kind of excited to do it.
Yeah.
But that's just so silly. The idea of like pricing one's own image, like just off of like what you think.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I can't
like,
say I have any experience with that.
No.
But it's like I do like working with influencers sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
how do you?
Bro, the money that some of these people ask for is insane.
Oh yeah.
It's like you had a popular TikTok.
People
video.
don't realize that these influencers are making real fucking money. Like, I know it's like a laughing stock of a lot of people,
Bro,
especially like blue
they
collar
get
people.
Paid, bro.
Nah, they be getting
They
paid.
get paid. Like, same with so many YouTubers too, because I always think like, oh, like ad revenue. But like you think of like if Squarespace, SeatGeek,
Bro.
Honey.
If Squarespace wanted to cut one check for us,
Bro. Squarespace, please. I used your website a few times.
I use your website. Milanote, cut the check.
Milanote. Yeah. Bing.
Shopify, merch coming out soon on Shopify.
Facts. Grailed. I'm selling soap on your platform. Pull up on us, Grailed.
All right.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's crazy to me that influencers who were very significant like 4 years ago, like there's a very significant Detroit influencer with over 1 million followers who was a Viner, and now he like makes clothes, is a great dude, but if I were him, I would feel so insecure like every single day of like how does your price exponentially drop after like Vine is dead?
Yeah.
And like after all that's in the past, like how do you maintain that income source while also continuing to pursue and allow yourself to evolve into what you enjoy? Like I
think it's like if you stay relevant, you can probably keep the price. But like unfortunately, like if you're not like figuring out a way to be relevant.
Yeah, bro.
Whether that's starting something
Right.
or like, which is I think a lot of people have done, whether they've become actors.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they've like started a company and kind of used, I mean, all the fucking dough they were making and started a company.
Yeah.
Like, because also at the same time, like, if you, no matter what, if you have somewhat of an audience and you start a company, you're probably at least gonna have like of your 50,000. Let's say you have 50,000 people, which is very low compared to a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably 5,000 of those people are gonna support your business.
Yeah, exactly. At least buy like something.
Yeah. So it's
that's
like
true, man.
they're already starting a company with like a little bit of.
That's very true.
So I feel like that's what a lot of people have done.
Yeah.
Which sounds like he's kind of done. But
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I feel like if you were making like professional athlete dough, what would you be investing in on the side?
That's a great question.
Like if you sign a rookie contract, you're making $4 million a year. You get a $2 million signing bonus. What's your first purchase and what's your first investment?
My first purchase would probably be a house for my mom.
I like that.
That's just a very...
Yeah, it's a classic.
It is classic, but like it means the world.
Yeah,
I think that's why everybody does it.
Of course, yeah.
My first investment, that's a great question. It would have to be something like within media.
Interesting.
Like,
interesting.
We talked about like Friday beers, like people like them, or like somebody that like I don't know, like somebody that I could support and also like financially, like if they blow up,
right,
like make money from that.
Yeah.
Kind of lend a helping hand and support and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
What would
I like that.
be?
I think I'm in the same boat of like I'm buying my parents like either a new house or like something for them to do and enjoy and like even invest in themselves. Like, but for me, I think I'm investing in some real estate, and then I think I would invest. I like the idea of media, honestly, but I think I would invest more in like fashion, because I think that to me is an area where like fashion is such a fucking scam that if you can invest right and invest like a lot in marketing, especially, you're gonna blow up. Like there's so many companies like Elwood is one of them. I don't know if you get ads for them.
Yeah.
I get ads for them all the time.
Are they shit? I've heard that
they're literally all they do is just make blanks.
Yeah.
They literally just make blanks.
But are they even their own blanks?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they cut and sew their own blanks, but they're almost the same thing as like LA Apparel. It's just they're branded in a way where it's like this is entry level, elevated basics and essentials, like high fashion, and that to me is so smart. So smart. So yeah, I'd probably invest in that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a solid what do you think they get every 2 weeks? Like 10K?
Influencers?
No, like professional athletes on like a $4 million contract. I figure like after taxes, that's taking half.
I mean, if you do the math.
Yeah, that's
what is it?
2 million divided by 52 if they get paid weekly.
That's 38,000.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
38 racks.
That's crazy. Like that's got to be such a.
That's people's salaries out here.
Imagine coming out of college, pre-NIL, and then you get that first check in your bank account. That has to be the most rewarding feeling.
It really does.
Like that is in the same
way.
way.
Getting drafted,
bro.
Y'all should celebrate when that check
like
hits.
straight up. Like my first paid gig as a photographer paid me $100 for 2 hours.
Mine was 70, and I was lit, bro.
Bro, I took my friends out to dinner. I lost money off of that because I spent more money celebrating.
Yeah.
Bro, but like that, having that financial affirmation of like, oh, like what you're doing is worth something. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit is insane.
It is.
Imagine that being $38,000 in your bank account.
Instead of $70. Bro, that $70, I was so hyped
bro,
about.
38.
I literally remember the fist pump that I did. And I'm just like, let's fucking go. Like, I can do this shit.
And that's $38K after tax.
Yeah.
Like that's just
65
hard
after
cash,
tax.
bro. That's nuts. It's so funny. Man.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Appreciate y'all for those who watch, listen, we are live on Apple, Spotify. If you don't, it's official. We're officially everywhere.
Are we on Google Play?
We are on Google Play.
Yo, what are you serious?
Yeah, we're on those 3 as of now.
That's fire. That's crazy.
We're probably not gonna add any more, but if y'all listen on another app, just DM us, let us know, and we'll add it to that one too.
You're on Kindle. If you're on the Barnes and Noble Nook app, just feel free to shout us out. We'll hop on there.
We appreciate y'all. I said that already.
Yeah. Follow our Instagrams at _Josh is okay.
Sir.
And at joshuamartin.pdf or at Josh Martin, but with an I instead of a J.
And all that info will be
linked down in the description.
And also, we are going to have ChatGPT write our episode descriptions. So stay tuned for all of those because they're actually going to be AI created. And if you're interested in that, we think it's kind of hilarious.
So, enjoy that. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about.
And don't forget to absolutely, and I mean,
smash that like button.
that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all.